I won't stop sniffing people's butts. So here's what happened. There's this guy named Khalees Crowder, and I talked about him 3 to 4 years ago. Yeah, I talked about him on the Cold Raven's Nest channel, and I remember this because I watched the video live, and I thought it was the craziest thing I ever saw. This is when I was fat, and I had the long black hair and the Puerto Rican bandana, and I watched it live, and I was talking to my audience, and I was like, geez, guys, this guy is nuts. And I was like, this guy's sniffing a butt in a bookstore. It's like 3 to 4 years ago. He's out again! Hold on. Not only did he go to jail for sniffing butts, but he did it twice this summer. Twice, back-to-back, double whammy. So let me tell you what. This entire time when I went to YouTube, I left YouTube, I went to YouTube, I left YouTube, back and forth, got a forklift license, lost over like 150 pounds, got my life together, did all these amazing things. This guy was max leveling, max prestiging, sniffing coolies in bookstores. And the reason why he keeps going to bookstores, let me tell you what. I know why. Because in bookstores, you're going to find calmer, more collected, understanding, naive people. I got to be honest, when it comes to people being more calm, collected, they typically are more naive and less likely to react and go like, what the hell are you doing? So he's going to these bookstores, finding easy targets. And these chicks like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'm tying my shoe. You sure? Yo, this guy... Like, damn, yo, he's all up in there. He's catching wasps. Like, you might as well get a jar and save some for later. And let me tell you what. I decided to look into this guy, Khalees Crowder. There is a plethora of videos when he started sniffing cheeks. Guys, he had an afro when he started. He's now bald. Like, fully bald. Like yo, bald. Not bald by choice, like he's razoring his head. No, I'm talking about, like, just the hair won't sprout no more. Okay, like, I'm like, damn. This guy's he's a veteran. If not for nothing, he's a veteran at doing this, man. This guy's an absolute veteran. And you know what? This did bother me. I gotta be honest. I gotta get this off my chest. There was an interview with this one chick, and she's like, I'm so scared. Living in Burbank, I'm so scared. He's going after everybody, and he might come for me next. And I was like, dude, I gotta say this. If you saw what that chick looked like, you're like, yo, you're safe. Sweetheart, stop it. He ain't coming for you. Okay. You're safe. Trust me, yo. You're safe. He's not coming for you, okay? Listen. Anyway, with that being said, this guy's also on a registry, okay? Do with that what you will. And he was said to be dangerous, okay? Now, I gotta go ahead and say this. Dangerous? I mean, no, is he creepy? Yes. Is he disgusting? Yes. Is he a criminal? Of course. Should he be locked away forever? Oh, hell yeah. Is he dangerous? Like the same, like the way they describe was like he's running around with a nuke on his back. He's just sniffing chicks' butts. It's not dangerous. I mean, is he fucking disgusting? Yeah, of course. But I wouldn't call him dangerous. I think he's not dangerous. I'm sorry, he's just not dangerous. What do you want me to say, guys? He's just not dangerous. I thought that was weird. He's just dangerous. What is he doing? Sniffing butts. Like, is he going around just like clocking women in the head and just like grabbing cables and putting them around their necks and dragging them with the heads like, kicking? No. That's not what he's doing. But still, you know, I have to say that. Seriously, dangerous? Not really dangerous. But he definitely needs to go to prison forever. That's for sure. He needs to go to prison forever. And the thing that pisses me off is he's on camera doing this. He's been caught doing this multiple times. And one thing that really, really did piss me off, I have to get this off my chest. There were dumbasses who were like, why aren't the police throwing them away forever? Because I don't know if you know this, but what are the police? The police are what? Say it with me. They are law enforcement. What is law enforcement? Law enforcement means you enforce the law. So that means they come to arrest you. And when you are charged, that has to do with like prosecutors. And when you are found guilty or not guilty, that has to do with the jury. And when you are sentenced after being found guilty by a jury, that comes down to the judge and the local laws in that specific spot. So, depending on your state or county and stuff like that, they may be more lenient with certain things like catching wafts of the two-hole, right? Going around sniffing balloon knots. I guess he just happened to find a butt-friendly zone, and he's just farming XP. That's what it seems like. He's just farming XP in this butt-friendly zone. And I don't know why the judge is so lenient. The judge is just not giving him the max sentence. So to blame the police is fucking stupid. That's out of the police's hands. The police are not the ones that are finding you guilty or not guilty. The police are not prosecuting you. The police are not the ones handing out sentences. That comes down to the jury, the local prosecutors. That comes down to the judge, the local laws. That is them. So these people are the police. The police just nab you up and throw your ass in a cell. That's all they can do. Everything else is completely out of their hands. So if you're really that mad, then whatever that local place, you gotta go, like, I guess like a governor or a mayor needs to start rewriting these laws and make them harsher. And whatever judge keeps sentencing him needs to give his ass the max sentence. But I gotta be honest, he's doing something so unique. It's very unique. You don't really hear about a local butt sniffer. You don't do that, right? Because it's like, it's not contact. Right? So right off the bat, if it's not contact, I'd imagine that's like, it's such a weird thing, because who fucking does this, right? It's non-contact. So it ain't like he's going out there, you know what I'm saying? He's not doing that. He's not getting handsy. He's just catching whiffs. And it's like, I assume that the second you say, hey, like, he's not really touching her, that they're right off the jump, they're like, okay, well, we can't make him do more than 2 years, right? Just based off of that. That's based off of their laws. It's not me talking. This is not me talking. I'm talking about that's the way their laws are working. That's the way they're looking at it. Me personally, I don't see how he's not getting a life sentence. I gotta be honest. Me personally, I know there's gonna be some fucking dork in the comments. Cool, don't you think a life sentence is too much? No. Because he was been sniffing butts for years, guys. He's been doing this for years. They let him out and he goes right back to it. It's like a full-time job, and this guy's getting all the overtime he can. Okay? He's been doing this for years. For many, many years. Okay? Let me tell you what. If this was an actual job, he'd be the CEO of sniffing butts. It's fucking ridiculous. And every time he comes out, he does it again. And multiple women have caught him on camera doing it. So, think about it like this. If multiple women, over multiple years, over multiple instances, caught him on camera, makes you think. How many times has he done this without getting caught on camera? And how long has he actually been doing this? Okay? And mind you, this happened, 2021, 2020? When he started doing this? That's like right after the whole entire shutdown, lockdown. Right? So imagine if he was doing this before then. How long has he been at it? Well, I don't know. He could be at this for well over a decade. We don't know. So in my opinion, you're caught on camera doing this multiple times. He needs to go away forever. He needs a life sentence. So at the end of the day, the guy is nuts. He's been doing this since he had hair. No longer has hair. The idea of blaming police is absolutely stupid. And it looks like he's going down yet again. But I'd imagine based upon those local laws, if you're living in the Burbank area, get the fuck out of there. That's all I can tell you, yo. If you're living in that Burbank area, you need to get out of there. You need to start running, pick up your stuff, and get out of there. Oh, wow. Surprise, surprise. Burbank. You know what Burbank is? California. Who would have thought, guys? Who would have thought California being lenient on, disgusting individuals like that? Color me surprised. Color me surprised. Why am I not surprised? Good Lord. Yeah, I just had to look that up. I was like, I gotta see where his Burbank place is. And of course it is in California. Burbank police said Khalees Karen Crowder, 38, of Glendale, was arrested on Wednesday at 10:45. The serial butt sniffer, as they call him, Fox 32 Chicago. The serial butt sniffer. That is his nickname. The serial butt sniffer. What are we doing? It was charged with a felony. That's it. He was charged with a felony. But he's probably going to be out again. $100,000 bail. Well, he ain't paying that, I'd imagine. But a felony, what are you going to do? Like a year? You're going to be out again. Yeah. Get out of there, yo. Just get the fuck out of California. You know what? That's what comes with it. That's what comes with being in California. Again, California is not for humans. And I've said this before. California is not for humans. If you think that you're going to live in California, you're wrong. Have you seen that? Squirrels are eating other squirrels. Yeah, this is true. This has been happening in California. Squirrels have been turning cannibalistic. Look what California has done to squirrels. There are homeless havens, homeless huts. People are shitting in the streets and pooping and pissing in pots and chucking it in the roads. Why are you still living in California? These are the people they want on the streets, man. And instead of getting people to rehabilitation, have you seen these little vans? Where they're like, oh yeah, we can't afford to get you rehab because you're addicted to certain substances. But what we can do is give you guys clean needles to stop infection. The fuck? I've seen them. Damn. And it's like lines wrapped around the entire city. I'm like, oh shit. Can I get 2 needles today, please? Itchy, 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 scratchy. Fuck, yo, that place is done. Stay out of California, and if you are there, get out of there. I'm your boy Cold Raven. For the serial butt sniffer, oh, 2 thumbs down. Peace.